So what is the wire hoe? Well, it's a hoe that's been around for a very long time. I've seen examples of it more than 100 years ago. And there's been all kinds of examples since, and I'm sure it's been around longer than that, ever since there was wire. Maybe even since there was some way to make it, without wire. I don't know. But it's such a simple hoe. But there's only certain places you can use it. It's just a piece of very, very high carbon wire, and the carbon is just what makes it very firm, right? So it's that wire you bend and doesn't want to go back, right? Just very stiff. And it doesn't need sharpening. It's not a hoe that needs sharpening. And the way you're going to use it is with thread stage weeds. So once your farm or your garden has already been weeded by hand, or maybe with a stirrup hoe where you have bigger weeds, and now you just want to regularly cultivate it once a week, once every 2 weeks, and keep your weeds at bay, this is really the perfect tool because it doesn't need sharpening. It glides under the soil really easily. It's also much safer to use around plants because it doesn't hurt them as much. It can come very close to them without damaging them because it doesn't have sharp edges. That triangle shape works really, really well. Another nice thing about them is they come in a myriad of sizes. So when you have something really tight, like 6 rows on a 30-inch bed, you'd use that. For something like 4 rows on a 30-inch bed, for 3 rows, or for 2 rows. And this way you can just walk straight down a bed without having to go back and forth. So instead of, where you're normally cultivating, where you're going back and forth, this you can just go straight down a row. And you're cultivating things that you can barely see. Sure, you can see a lot of them, but a lot of them you're actually getting, you didn't even see them. They're like thread stage weeds, which are very, very tiny. And it's just a great, great tool. You can see I just got a few little tiny weeds in there. And it's just one. You want a slew of hoes, like a stirrup hoe and other hoes, but this is one really, really important one to have. And I do recommend having more than one size wire so that you can use them in between different plants. A magnificent tool. We use this one probably 90% of the time because most of the time we're not having big weeds. When we have big weeds, we're going to walk around and spot cultivate. But to do the whole surface, we're going to use something like this in between crops while things are growing. So that's the wire hoe. Thanks for watching.